Hello, everybody. I am back with another live. It's been a while, and I am going to tell you why I've been hiding behind the mask. That's right, me. I've been an imposter. Let's talk about it. So, as you come on in, like, comment, share, let me know where you're watching from tonight. Into tonight's conversation. So, guys, I want to talk about the imposter syndrome. I've been going through this cycle with this thing for a while. And basically, with the imposter syndrome, it's really a severe form of self doubt. And with everything that I do, I always find something to make the accolades and the everything that I'm giving like null and void. Like, I shouldn't be getting this. Why are they saying this looks good? This I don't know. It could be a little bit better. It could be this. It could be that. So we're gonna talk about this tonight because a lot of people, both men and women, deal with it, and we just don't talk about it. And it's not like going to a psychiatrist or a therapist or a doctor to like just get diagnosed with it. It's just something that you just go through. It's literally a cycle. And I'll be talking about that later in the stream. But for a definition for those that don't know what the imposter syndrome is or looks like, it's doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. You question whether you're deserving of any accolades. And when you get into the self-doubt, I can really talk about that for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours because that's what I tend to do. I tend to doubt myself, and that's why I say I'm an imposter because you can give me a compliment and I will say, "Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you, thank you." But on the inside and in my head, I'm thinking, they don't really mean that. It could be better. It could be this. It could be that. And I have known or talked about imposter syndrome before, but not live, just like in general conversation with other people. And I just wanted to talk about it today. When you deal with the imposter syndrome, it can affect you both professionally, in your academics, and in your relationships. When you're talking about your relationship, you feel like you're not worthy of the love that you're receiving from someone. When you're in school doing your academics, you tend to not ask your teacher questions, especially in front of the class, because there's a fear that the class is going to, or even the teacher is going to feel like you're a fool, you're slow, like, why aren't you getting this? So you just don't say anything at all. In your profession, you dummy down yourself and you tend to overwork yourself to prove that you deserve the job. But then also too, in your profession, you won't go for the promotion, you won't go for the raise, you won't go for the better job because you feel like you're not good enough to be somebody's supervisor. You're not good enough to be this. You're not good enough to make that 18, 19, $20 an hour. So you just stick with where you are and don't say anything. And that's where the imposter syndrome kicks in. It happens in cycles. So we're going to talk about the imposter syndrome cycles right now. So it starts with either getting an achievement or a related task. For me, it would be creating a shirt, doing a tumbler, creating materials for children church, just a lot of different things on the creative aspect because I am a creative and I tend to go through, if I can backtrack before going to the through the cycles, when I get into a creative block, that's when the self-doubt really kick in. Okay, well, maybe I'm not as creative as I thought I am. Maybe just maybe. And the more I started researching and talking, that's what the imposter syndrome does. It makes you feel less than what you really are. And now we're jumping back into the cycle. So once you get the task or the achievement that has been achieved, anxiety, self-doubt, and worry starts to kick in. Oh my gosh, they want me to do again, with Let's Vent, I create a safe space for those needing to voice everything needed through talking, and that's including myself. I like to be very transparent in what I'm talking about, and when it comes to the self doubt, worry, and anxiety, when I first started getting orders for shirts, I was like, all these shirt makers out here, y'all want to come to me for a shirt? All of these tumbler makers out here, y'all want me to make your tumbler? All of these graphic designers out here, you want me to do your graphic? I started doubting myself. And once you get into that place, two things can happen. You either over prepare for the job that's given, or you procrastinate. And if you know me, the first thing I'm going to do is procrastinate. So if the individual or if the task that I'm given is supposed to be done, let's say on a Tuesday at 10 p.m., I'm going to wait. Not even wait, but it's just like it won't click that I'm able to do this job until maybe a day or two before it's due. And then on the other hand, in some cases, which is very rare, I over prepare. So if somebody wants me to design something, I create 30 different designs. Like literally everything just downloads right quick and I just boom, 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 boom. And it's just like, why do you create so much? And that's just because I want to make sure what I'm producing is good enough. And in reality, it really is. The person can either say yes, change the color, or no, let's go with something else. But I will always send 8 or 9 different drafts in the over preparation of things because it's just like, okay, if they not gonna like this one, so let me send this one. Oh, they're not gonna like this one, so let me send this one. Or they're not gonna like this shirt design, so let me create 10 more shirt designs just in case they say no. So I'm over preparing for a task that I know that I'm capable of doing, but my mind is telling me, no, you can't do this. So you accomplish the goal. So now there's a sense of relief. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did this. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I just edited this video and everybody's liking and sharing and da 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 da. I cannot believe I did it. So now you're relieved that it's done. You get the positive feedback. Girl, that shirt was dope. Oh my gosh, I love my tumbler. Oh man, I use my coasters at the house all the time and everybody loves them. Oh my goodness, the book that you did, my son, he's now able to write and it's just a lot. Just a lot. Then you start discounting the positive feedback. So your mind starts to say, nah, girl, you know that was trash. Or, girl, that really wasn't too hot. So once you discount the positive feedback, self-doubt comes back, depression kicks in, anxiety kicks in, and you perceive yourself as fraudulent. Once that happens, the task now starts back over. Now you get another order. Now you get another speaking engagement. And you continue the same cycle, feeling like an imposter when you're really not. It's all in your head. I had a teacher, Chief Moon. I love, oh my gosh, till this day, I still love him. He was one of the best teachers that I ever had. I was in the ROTC, the Navy ROTC, and I was an officer. And his favorite line was, Gardner, It's all in your head, because I will always come up with a scenario to why this situation can't work. And he would say, it's all in your head. And to this day, some of the things that I go through, or some of the things that I feel about my work, is literally all in my head. So you're probably saying to yourself, well, if I'm going through the imposter syndrome, how do I overcome it? Let me help you. You create reminders. For me, I'm always posting um, inspirational things. Although it's for other people, but I'm reminding myself that I'm that person. I'm reminding myself that the tumblers that I create are good. The shirts that I made, like the shirt that I'm wearing now, I did it, are great. I'm constantly reminding myself, I'm looking at the graphics that I've done, constantly reminding myself that this is great work. You have to separate your feelings from reality. And sometimes you can feel a thing so strong that you think it's real. So you have to know what's real and what are you feeling. So separate the feels from the reals. Simple. Quit comparing yourself. I do that often. I have done that for a while, honestly. I'm not as good as the top graphic designer in my area. I'm not great at video editing like some of the video editors out here. Oh my gosh, if such and such made this shirt, it probably would look a whole lot better. And I have to realize I'm me and they are them. We both do the same thing, but we're in two separate lanes. And if I keep telling myself, Kiara, stay in your lane and don't focus on the other creatives around you in a comparison sense, that really helps me. And the last and final thing, talk to someone. When I find myself in a place of doubting, the anxiety, the fear, or feeling like, oh my gosh, people gonna know that I'm really not as confident as I portray to be, the imposter syndrome, I run to my circle for help to say, y'all, I don't know, man. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? And they reassure me that, Kiara, you good. You good. You good. So you have to have someone, or if you don't have anyone that you can talk to, you can even go to a therapist to come up with a routine for you to not continue to go through the imposter cycle. And that's all I come to talk to you guys about. It's all in your head. You are enough. You are deserving of the love that you're getting. You are deserving of that promotion on your job. You are deserving of that raise on your job. You are successful in your academics. Don't be afraid to raise your hand in class and say, hey, professor, can you go over question number 3 for me? Do not allow your mind to make you feel like you can't achieve. Don't allow your mind to keep you in a self-doubting. Ugh. So that's all I have to say. I am no longer dealing with the imposter syndrome after today. Now, granted, I may have a creative block here and there, but I'm not going to allow that to have doubt set in. So until next time, see you guys again. Is that great? Give Mama a big clap.